Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadhi Pashyatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I just wanted to let you all know that Gopakumar is traveling at a great speed. And I can see that even in a day, he's jumping 1 or 2 places nowadays. So if you miss, just go back to the recording because he's going in that speed actually. Within those 40 verses itself, he's finishing 1 or 2 places and moving in. What is that makes him do that is really a mystery. Unless we read, we don't understand, unless he says it. Our guesswork doesn't work most of the time. So I'll go ahead and share the screen. Okay. So we stopped at 22. We will start at text 23. Yes, Shri Gaurangi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, then with Pranam. Then it once happened that Indra forcibly violated the dear wife of an exalted sage, and out of shame and fear of being cursed, Indra hid somewhere.
So maybe it's better we don't go into that depth of what happened, but things happen in Swargaloka. Amrita Nandini Mataji.
The demigods searched for him everywhere, but were unable to find him by any means, and with no one ruling heaven, disturbances overwhelmed the three worlds.
Yeah, just that if mind gets disturbed, it's better to feel like we also have our up and down days. So like this, Indra also has his up and down days. So nothing much to worry about. Gayatri Mataji.
Then the demigods, ordered by Sri Vishnu and advised by their spiritual master, installed me in the position of Indra. Aditi and the others approved.
The commentary, Mataji.
Indra's mother, Aditi, assented to having Indra's throne granted to this newcomer because Lord Vishnu desired it, and because she approved, so also did Indra's wife, Shachi, and all of Indra's well-wishers.
So if not for this commentary, we will wonder how did they all get this newcomer into Indra's throne? So there is this desire. Lord Vishnu desired it. So all this is orchestrated by the Lord. We have to understand that. And that's how the plan goes. He has the desire and the Lord Vishnu is helping him move forward in his desire. So desire and Sangha is getting him up and up. Leela Madhvi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Thereupon, with proper respect for Sachi, Atidhi, Bruhaspati, and the Brahmanas, I started constantly promoting full devotional service to Lord Vishnu throughout the three worlds.
Jai.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes. Pranam. Even while I rule with complete authority by the potency of that devotion service, I dwell in the Nandana forest in the same humble style in which I had always lived.
Wow. Priyamadvi Mataji, are you there today? Hare Krishna. If Priyamadvi Mataji is not there yet, Lakshmi Mataji, please come.
Mataji, I joined.
Yes.
May I read?
Yes, please.
Which one? The
28.
highlighted one?
Highlighted one, yes. Important.
Yeah. For fear of being ungrateful, I never gave up my japa, nor for a moment was I able to forget this Vrajabhumi.
Jai. So this is what is taking him up and up, his holy name, the Madan Gopal's holy name, and his love for Vrajabhumi. And he's not giving up because he got many warnings from the Kali, then Shiva and his own guru. Everybody has warned him enough. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
I was tormented by the pain of separation from Raja, my face drying up. But when the Lord of the universe noticed this, he consoled me again and again with his fascinating nectarian words and the touch of his lotus hands.
Everywhere he traveled, whenever he saw the Lord, either it was Shaligram Shila or Jagannath Ji or the Madhava deity, whenever he came in touch with the Lord, his state got better. All that lamentation went away. So that is one key point that is traveling along too. Anita Mataji, are you there today? If Anita Mataji is not there, then it is Ritu Mataji. Are you there? She's also not here. Then Sashikala Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
And so I would forget my...
Here, 30. 30.
30? Oh, okay. Sorry.
No.
I thought we finished. Oh, yeah, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, I'm in a book, so I was in a previous verse. I thought that was the one. Okay, Mataji. So I'll read. As if obliged to keep the etiquette for dealing with an elder brother, the Lord would directly accept and eat the food I gave him, just to please me.
This shows how compassionate Lord Vamandev is. Gopakumar has taken the place of Indra, but that doesn't mean that the Lord is younger brother of Gopakumar. But how merciful he is, that he's right away accepting that newcomer as his younger brother. Wow. That's his magnanimity, the Lord's. Sujana Mataji, are you there today? Hare Krishna, Sujana Mataji. If you're not there, then who is next? Vasantrasa Mataji. Vasantrasa Mataji, are you there or no? No. Vallabi Gopi then.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari.
And so I would forget my distress. I would then show my affection by worshipping him lovingly in an unprecedented style, pampering him like my younger brother.
This is really sweet. Sudden change of brother relationship. Wow. And Sirisha Mataji, are you there today?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Please read.
After restoring me to normal in this way, he would go back to his own place somewhere else. Thus, although I lived with Sriman Upendra, I was not always be able to see him.
So Upendra was not always in the place where Swargaloka. He would come every day, take the offerings, and then he would move on. So this is what is happening. Neeta Mataji, are you there today? I am sorry, I'm not checking the list. Neeta Mataji, if not, Payal Mataji. Hare Krishna. Richa Mataji.
And so the distress I felt would make me want to go back to see the Lord of Nilachal, whose affection for those who take shelter of him never wavers.
Is there anyone who did not read yet, or I did not call your name yet? Okay. Still, when Vishnu would again become visible, his unique mercy in many forms would fill my heart with thoughts of him and dissolve all my mental pain, even the pain I might feel later when I could no longer see him. So when the Lord is there, there is no pain. Jai. Shri Gaurangi Mataji. Yes.
O Brahmana, thus I lived in Swarg, ruling in the post of Indra, and happily spent one celestial year.
Mataji, the commentary, can you read so we know how long is that time?
Yes, Mataji. Indra's duties include the dispensing of rain, the propagation of sacrifices and other Vedic rituals, and the maintenance and protection of the 3 planetary systems. For 1 year in the measurement of Swargaloka, equal to 360 years on earth, Gop Kumar carried out these responsibilities.
So he had quite a good amount of long 1 year there, Jai, as Indra.
Upendra means Vaman Devna.
Yes.
Okay. Once some great sages arrive unexpectedly, headed by Bhrigu. Out of mercy, they were on their way to purify with their feet the holy places on earth.
So always when the Vaishnavas come, there comes the twist. What is the next place that he has to go? They reveal the next place. So what is he going to say? Yes, Gayatri Mataji.
With amazement, I looked on at all the demigods and celestial sages, and even their spiritual master and Lord Vishnu himself worshipped those sages reverently.
He's amazed because he has never, he thought Swarga is highest. Why are these people worshipping that sages? So he was new to this custom.
I was a new resident of Swarga, my heart distracted by the bliss of serving Lord Vishnu. So I failed to recognize the sages. But at the urging of my companions, I too worshipped them.
Jai.
The sages greeted me with auspicious blessings and happily went on their way. And at that moment, Lord Upendra also disappeared. I then inquired from the immortals of heaven.
The demigods are worshipped by men, but who were those persons worshipped even by the demigods? What makes them so great? Where do those effulgent persons live? Wow.
His question now, where people coming from? Hare Krishna.
Jealous and proud, the demigods were embarrassed to tell me, but our Guru then spoke.
Jealous and proud. So this all exists in Swargaloka also. That's why there are still some problems in the place where Indra is. Because there is jealousy and there is being pride. So, and because of the pride and the jealous, they were embarrassed because they knew that they are lower than these sages. So that Matsara, jealousy, was present there. And Bhagavatam is Nirmatsaranam Satam. So that's how Bhagavatam is glorified. Okay. Anita Mataji. I'm sorry, Anita Mataji is not there, Ritu Mataji not there, Sashikala Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Sri Brihaspati said, above this realm shines the world called Maharloka, attainable through the best of pious works. Even when the three worlds are annihilated, that world is not destroyed.
So now we have to remember this Maharloka that is above, which does not get destroyed, and this is above the Swargaloka that they're talking. Okay. So next, Sri Vallabi Gopi.
As the happiness of Indra is considered millions of times greater than that of a ruler on earth, the happiness of a Prajapati is millions of times greater than Indra's.
Greater than Indra. So the Prajapatis live there in Maharloka. Sirisha Mataji is next. Yes.
Endowed with such happiness, the Prajapatis live on Maharloka, enjoying the greatest pleasures and directly worshipping in various places the Lord of Sacrifice, who is there in person as their master.
So the Lord of Sacrifice means they are performing yajna there, Prajapatis. So the Lord is called Yajneshwara there in that loka. So who is next? Richa Mataji.
Sri Gopkumara said, upon hearing this, I at once lost my attachment to the post of Indra and wanted to go see that Supreme Lord being worshipped by the great souls who are worshipped by those who are worshipped.
So now he wants to go next to Maharloka. I made this my intention and chanted my mantra, and soon a celestial airplane picked me up, and I found myself transported to Maharloka. Jai. Yes, Shri Gaurangi Mataji.
Such happiness, opulence, and worship of the Lord as found nowhere in the three worlds. It's all there perfectly.
Jai. And commentary is important, so please go ahead.
Yes, Mataji. The residents of Maharloka never quarrel among themselves, never suffer mundane miseries, and never fear the annihilation at the nightfall of Brahma. On Maharloka, rivalry and quarrel are non-existent because everyone worships the Supreme Lord without selfish motives, and therefore material assets are always on hand without deficiency or surplus. The conditions of such a subtle, exclusive environment can hardly be described in words. They can be understood only by direct experience. Nonetheless, Srila Sanatan Goswami kindly gives us a rare glimpse into a world we otherwise know little about.
Wow. So here is the whole explanation here, Jai.
While the great sages endow with pure devotion offer thousands of grand sacrifices, I saw the Lord of Sacrifice, the Supreme Controller, stand up brilliantly from amidst the fire of oblation and delight in his pastime as the enjoyer of sacrificial offering.
The Lord, sacrifice personified, radiant as millions of suns, his mighty form enchanting to the world, reached out his hands, accepted the charu offerings, and granted the sacrifices pleasing benedictions.
With words drenched in compassion, he, he gave me with his own hand the Mahaprasad of his remnants. Awestruck by the sight of him, out of sheer joy, I felt compelled to bow down.
Mataji, would you like that
Oh,
Lord Yagneshwara?
okay. Lord Yajneshwara encouraged him even more by saying such things as, "My dear Gopakumara, please come here and accept my hospitality."
Yeah,
Sorry,
Lord's
hospitality.
hospitality is so sweet.
By that Lord's abundant mercy, I attained an exceptional bliss I had never known before, and all my desires were fulfilled.
I, wa- I wandered here and there in the company of a great compassionate sages, and in every dwelling I saw the Lord of the universe present in the same way. So this is Goloko Mataji? Goloko Vrindavan?
No, Maharloka.
Oh, okay. No matter where Gopakumara went on Magarloka, he found everyone performing Vedic sacrifices and the Lord of Sacrifice appearing in order to eat the offerings.
So from Indra's place, he has gone to Maharloka, the Prajapati's place, where fire sacrifice, and in that fire, the Lord is coming as Yagneshwara and he's manifesting in everybody's house.
No, it says, I saw the Lord of Universe present in the same way. So that's why
So he's still the Lord of the universe, yeah, Vishnu in the form of Vishnu.
Vishnu form, okay.
Yes. So he has not come to Krishna yet, long way to go. So from Upendra, now he's seeing Yagneshwara. Shaligram Shila, Madhava, Jagannath, then Upendra, now Yagneshwara. That's the sequence.
Thinking myself fully successful in very respect, I happily took up residence on Maharloka. Once the great sages spoke to me as follows.
The great sages said, O son of a cowherd Vaishya, we are offering you the Brahminical status natural for a resident of this planet. Please accept it at once.
So there you have to have that standard, the Brahminical status to perform yajna. So let's see what Gopakumar says. Vallabi Gopi.
Become one of the exalted sages, so that you too may worship with sacrifice this Lord of the universe, who for so long has been the desired goal of your heart.
Sirisha Mataji.
Sri Gopakumara. Sri Gopakumara said, hearing this, O Brahmana, I thought I would be much happier staying a Vaishya, for then I could keep worshipping both the Supreme Lord and those Brahmanas, his devotees.
He is feeling himself humble here. Jai. Richa Mataji.
For these Brahmanas, I thought performing sacrifice is the only interest in life. If I were to become one of them, surely I would become legs in the chanting, I am duty bound to continue. My divine Guru taught me to worship this mantra, and besides, I have already seen its good results.
He has more faith on his mantra. Jai. Therefore, while showing respect to the sages, I declined the status of a Brahmana. But I stayed on Maharloka, enjoying the exalted pleasures that automatically appear in the world of the Prajapatis.
Mataji, one question. He
Yes.
has developed faith because all of his desires are getting fulfilled. Whatever he's thinking is okay. That's why. Okay.
It's happening, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
On Maharloka there were no faults, nor was there sorrow, nor apprehensiveness. There was nothing but festivals of sacrifice for the pleasure of the Lord of sacrifice. On Svargaloka, Gopkumar detected subtle signs of lust, envy, anger, rivalry, and false pride. But on Maharloka, these faults were non existent. There was no sorrow from defeat by opponents or from any other cause. There was no fear of the destruction of the world or fear of individual degradation. Without these distractions, the residents of Maharloka gave themselves fully to worshipping the Supreme Lord with
You could,
festive Vedic sacrifices.
So there is something that was really nice, but he didn't like that change into that Brahminical status. That's the only thing he didn't want to do.
But at the end of each sacrifice, unhappiness will arise when the Lord disappears. And when the Lord reappeared at the start of another sacrifice, happiness will begin again and again. Begin again.
At the end of 1000 cycles of ages, for that place, one day the conflagration of the three worlds forced us to take refuge on Janaloka. Comment. Maharloka exists for the same duration as the planet of Lord Brahma. But because Maharloka is adjacent to Swarga, its inhabitants are forced to evacuate by the heat created during the fire of annihilation that burns the lower worlds. After Maharloka, Janaloka is the next higher planetary system.
So the one problem was the heat. They couldn't take it. So from Maharloka, they all have to migrate to Janaloka. Yes.
On Janaloka, as if it were night time, no sacrifices were being performed, and the pain of not seeing the Lord of sacrifice burned more greatly than the burning of the three worlds. There is no literal night time in self-effulgent Janaloka. But when Brahma goes to sleep along with Lord Garbhodaka Shayi Vishnu, the lower planets merge into one vast ocean. And throughout the universe, both sacrificial and ordinary activities come to an end. When no sacrifices are performed on the planets of the sages, Lord Yajneshwara no longer appears there. And for Gopkumara, the pain of the Lord's absence was worse than the scorching fire of annihilation blasting from the mouth of Lord Sankarshana.
So here the point that he doesn't want to miss the Lord even for that few seconds or that duration when one yajna stops and the other yajna starts, shows the intensity of his desire to be with the Lord constantly. And every place the Lord is not 24/7. So he comes, he goes. So this is what we get to watch here.
Then I thought it would be better to go see Lord Jagannath in Sri Purushottam Kshetra in the shade of the infallible banyan tree.
He's so attracted to Jagannath. He always wants to even go to Jagannath.
Yeah. When I returned to Maharloka, I chanted my japa in seculations as before. The chanting made me morose with desire to see again this land of Vraja.
Krishna.
But then the Supreme Lord would appear, the object of sacrificial worship, the ocean of mercy. He would call me with love and sportingly eat what I bought before him.
He would then dispel all my distress, just as the rising sun drives away darkness. Bound by the one hope of being with him, I could go nowhere else, even at night.
Jai. Vallabi Gopi.
Yes, Mataji. Once someone arrived from a higher planet. His form surrounded by brilliant light. He was dressed by the directions only. He appeared to be a 5 or 6 year old boy. Since the residents of Maharloka frequently travel to Janaloka, the two planets are practically a single system. The one difference between them is that on Janaloka, the fire of annihilation from below is far enough away that there is no need to flee. Gopakumara knew all this from experience. The next world for him to see was Tapaloka. So now he is being introduced to its greatness. Since up to this point in his narrative, Gopakumara had never heard of Tapaloka. He here refers to it as a higher planet.
So we went Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka next. Yes. Sirisha Mataji. Sirisha Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
The great sages put aside their sacrificial rituals, stood up with devotion, bowed down to the boy who was absorbed in meditation, and worshipped him as if he were the Lord of sacrifice himself.
Jai. Richa Mataji.
After that person, as it pleased him, went away, I inquired from the Maharshis, who was that and where did he come from? Why is it that you great souls worshipped him?
Ritu Mataji, would you like to read this verse? Ritu Mataji, are you able?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes Mataji, Danvat Pranam Mataji. This one, Mataji, the Maharaj said, that one verse?
Yes, the Maharishi said.
The Maharaj said that person is Sri
Sanat Kumara.
Sanat Kumara, the eldest among us and the greatest. He is the first prescriptors of the self-controlled sages. Words desire are always fulfilled, and he is lifelong celebrate.
Okay, so now the Kumaras have come. He lives in the world above ours, called Tapaloka, with his 3 brothers and with other great mystics who, like him, are master of yoga. So we will pause and stop here. From text 72, we will read tomorrow. That's going to the Tapaloka platform.